Okay then, we're inside now. It's nice and warm in here, and I've got just to get this cover off of the headlining. And also there's a couple of clips. We had that metal clip around there, which has got some little slots on there, as you can probably see. So I've literally just taken that off of there. And also the post where the sun visor comes through, where the wire comes through, you've got these little inserts as well, as you can see there. And all you do is you fold the little tabs at the back open like that, and then you can pull these off. There's only them there. We've got one on the centre as well around the rear light, so I'm going to take that one off as well. And then all it is then is just literally separate this, separating it as we go. So there you go, there's them clips there, which are around the back there. I'll just like bent over, so just bend that through and it just comes off. There we go. Again, no special way of doing this, just get under where you can, I suppose, and because it does wrap over the top, so I'm just going to pull it off of there like that. And I'm probably going to have a bit of a problem where I've re-stuck it down, further down. So I'll carry on doing this now and I'll see you in a minute. Right, as you can see, the actual cloth itself comes off pretty much okay, but the thing that I'm going to struggle with, that's the old cloth by the way, is getting off this sponge layer. Not too sure how you're going to do that yet. It's going to be a messy job. It does come off, look, probably with a scraper maybe. Yeah, it does come off all right actually, look. I'm just doing a little bit there with this screwdriver. It's only a tiny little screwdriver, as you can see, but I think you'll agree, once you've actually done that, and then rub over it with a stiff brush probably, that's it, it's going to be all right, look. So I'm going to get a proper scraper, bigger blade than this obviously. I'll go over it like that, and then just rub it off like that, and yeah, that's going to be all right. I've got all this to do, as you can see, and then we'll be ready for putting the cloth on. So keep tuned, because it's going to get a little bit messy this time. I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay folks, there we go. That's taken me 40 minutes to get that far. And I've only got this little bit to do around here, around the top there and down the side, and just a thin bit around the bottom there. These tricky bits, as you probably saw, you have to just attack them as little segments. So just go around the end there, finish that bit off, then that flat there, for example, and then just little flats there, and then just, you know, you sort of just do it in segments basically. So rather than just leave bits all over the place and get it messy, I'll just finish a segment off first, and then move on to the next segment. So for example, here, I'll make sure I'll do this segment first before I move on to another bit. So that's how I've been doing it. These bits of the old glue that I've squirted up there, I will scrape them on with, off with a sharp blade. You haven't really got to see that. So yeah, there you go. It's coming off actually quite good. So the next time you'll see this, it'll be finished. When I say finished, I mean it'll be all scrubbed down, ready for the next stage. I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay folks, I've laid it out on the floor now. It's all clear, it's all clean. I've put some brown paper underneath just to protect the carpet from the adhesive. And I've also got the cloth here. Don't forget, this is 2 meters by 1 meter. When you're wiping it off, if you're using your hand like I did, be careful around the edges, because this isn't plastic, this actual tray here. It's actually fiberglass. You can get fiberglass shards in your fingers. Right, okay, so the glue I'm using here is called Trim Fix adhesive. and it's temperature stable up to 120 degrees centigrade. You need that because roofs can get very hot, and if you don't use the proper stuff, the lining can come down. And it's for, as you can see, vehicle interior trims, head linings and carpets, fabric, leather seats, whatever. Now, this is 500 millilitres here. I'm hoping, I don't know whether this is going to be enough. Being a contact adhesive, I've got to coat this, and then I've also got to coat the backing of the fabric itself. So I'm going to start now, probably do half at a time. So I think that's going to probably be the easiest way to go about it. Let's lay this on here first of all. Make sure it's central and hanging over enough. Yeah, 2 metres by 1 metre seems to be adequate. And just expose half of it. There we go, like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to stick this half down first and then flip the other half over and do it sort of that way. That's the way I'm going to probably plan to do this. Right. Don't know how this is going to go. Well, that is sticky on my feet. Right, okay, so, right, let's do this half. I hope 1 tin's going to be enough. I don't think it is. Yeah, that's 1 tin virtually. Right, okay, that's the whole tin gone on that half. So I've got to let that dry for about 10 minutes now until it's touch dry on both sides, and then we'll fold it over and start pushing it out from the middle outwards. I'm going to go and wash my hands first, so I'll have to order another tin of that glue. So it looks like 2 tins are needed, 2 500 millilitre tins or a litre if you're using the aerosol version like I'm doing here, rather than painting it on. Right, I'm going to go and wash my hands. I'll see you in a minute. Right, that's touch dry now. I've never done this before, so it's a learning curve. I'm going to be coming from the middle outwards. You've got to make sure you get the sides in first, so you have to lift up the ends. Could do with being on a table, this really. It don't matter if I kneel on that, I don't think. Right, folks, it's now later, obviously, and I'm going to carry on. I've got my new tin of glue. This should be able to do this next half with ease. Get right in that crease here, look. Get right in that crease. Plenty in these little curves here. Right, okay. Right, okay. I'll make sure that edge is done down there. Yeah, that's all done. There we go. Right, I'll let that go tacky now for about 10 minutes and then I'll fold it over and hopefully that'll be the job done. All I've got to do then is cut round the handles and the light fittings and stuff and put them metal clips back in. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh well, there we go, all cut round the edges, all the trims are back on, and the hardest part of this job is actually cutting this material for the holes. I had sharp blades. It's all right on the first cut on a brand new sharp blade, but after 2 cuts, the edge dulls off and it starts pulling and all that. So I found the easiest way was just to scrape it from the back, make a little divot, and then come in from the front with a nice sharp pair of scissors and cut around it that way. That's the easiest way I found to do it. Sharp, nice, brand new sharp, nice, blunt in no time. So I've got all these edges in now, as you can see, and folded the things back over. These are the little plastic clips and cutting the holes. These are the holes for the handles, as you can see, but it's very difficult to keep, to have a sharp knife to do that job. So just letting you know that cutting this material is a right pain. Those ones I'm hoping just going to push through there. So, but yeah, that's what I've got there. That's the finish. That's the rear light there. And there was a fold line, but I've seen blokes do this before, and the fold line apparently doesn't matter because after a week or so they come out. There was a couple of little creases here, but again, the same sort of thing. They should actually come out. It's only just on these 2 little sides there. I'm now going to try to attempt to put it back in the car by myself. We're outside. I was going to do it on my own, as you know, but look who's just turned up, look. Project Man. So if he's here, I might as well make use of him. So, right, you go inside, Project Man. By the way, I have washed my hands. So I'm nice and clean. And I hope Project Man's is as well. Hold on, let's get that lowered down first. Get that in now. I think you have to bend it a little bit. You've got to bend it like Beckham. Okay. So it should go in pretty well. Just fold. You all right? Yeah. Do you need that headrest? Oh, you can get over that headrest, can't you? It's just a bit tight around these edges here. Hold on. If I get that a bit lower. Okay? Yeah, a bit of a tight squeeze doing that bit on your own. Are we still okay? Right, okay, so that's in there. Right, hold on. Right, these cables have got to go down the back there. I'll just stick that in there for the moment because I will fit all that back afterwards. I just don't want to get these stuck elsewhere sort of thing, you know. Right, so that's under there. So we go forward. You need to probably get inside again. And just ease that, maybe tuck it forward a bit, that's it. Someone said fold the back seats down, I find that more awkward. Let's put that one back up again, hold on. That's it. Okay, so as long as we get this under there and in there, there we go. That's it, that's it, that's in. That's it, that's in. That rubber, it just flicks under that rubber, you see. So it just goes under there like that. That's it, look. Just pull that under there. That's it, innit? That's it. And that's it, that's that bit in. Right, okay. Right, well, I think that's the most difficult bit in now, so you can bugger off now.
So I've done the hard bit.
He's doing some cleaning up on his TZR parts with my sandblaster. Go on in, off you go. Right, so I'm just going to go around now. I might as well put you on a bit of time lapse for this and put all these trims back on, connect up the wire, and hopefully we should be okay. So I'll see you in a minute. Right folks, finally in actual fact it wasn't too bad getting it in. The initial first bit you probably needed 2 people there just to get them back bits in, but the rest of it went together as smooth as anything. That was probably the easiest part of the job. Let's show you. Right, so coming around the back first of all, here's all the back all gone in nicely again. As you can see, no problems there whatsoever. Someone said, oh, you pulled that out, but it all went back absolutely nicely. All round the edges there, as you can see, all under there. And coming in the back of the car, I think you'll agree that it looks a whole lot better, although it is a different colour than the original one, but it makes quite a nice contrast there, to be honest with you. So there you go, all the handles back on, all the trims back on there, everything as it should be. The only thing, I can't start the car up now, I've got a flat battery, so I'll have to put the battery on charge. But there you go, I'm well pleased with it. I've got a couple of little creases there, just there, when I finished off on the last bit, but I think they may go, but if they don't, I don't care anyway. It's a good enough job. Everything else looks absolutely superb there, as you can agree. So just coming in the front now, all this went in absolutely lovely, as you can see. You see, it's quite a nice colour contrast actually, so I'm well pleased with it, and I think Sharon will be as well. It's gone together well. There you go. Happy days. It all works, as you can see. So that is the roof lining in, finish, job done. So there you go, I managed to do it, I got it sorted. It was worth the effort. Would I do it again on another motor? Probably not. The hassle is when you're spraying the contact adhesive on both sides, and when it dries, if you're on your own, you really want it at worktop height. I did it on the floor, but worktop height would have been great. And also having 2 people there would also make life a lot easier. One for you to stand behind and slowly ease it on, and the other person holding it up in the air from the front sort of thing. That way it would have been a lot easier. So if that was the case, yes, no problem, I probably would do it again. The scraping down of it, that wasn't too much of a problem. You've just got to be methodical when you're going around it and cleaning it all off, and putting it back in was a lot simpler than what I anticipated. Anyway, thanks very much, hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there, ring that little notification bell, and check out my other videos as well. You might find something else you like. Look at my Butler's Empire channel and also my Retro Hacks channel as well. I'll leave links in the description below for them, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.